Our plane landed in Miami. We rented a car and began driving to the Florida Keys on the Overseas Highway. With this video, we began a series about our recent week in the Keys. It was our first visit to this string of tropical islands off the southern tip of Florida, and we fell in love with the Florida Keys. And in the coming weeks, we're going to show you why. Our first stop was the northernmost island in the Keys, Key Largo, where we had an amazing two-night stay at an adults-only, all-inclusive resort called Bungalows Key Largo, where we celebrated our 20th anniversary. We will give you a tour, tell you what our experience was like, and how much it cost. This is the lobby, where we had to sit a bit waiting for our turn to check in. They do give you a welcome drink while you wait, which was a cocoa tiki Thai featuring coconut rum, amaretto, pineapple juice, and orange juice. After checking in and going over dinner reservations at the check-in desk, our drinks were topped off and we and our luggage were ushered to a golf cart which drove through the front gates of the resort, where we were given a tour of the place, and then dropped off at our bungalow.
It's time for a bungalow tour. Here's the front porch of our bungalow, with a couple of deck chairs. Each bungalow comes with 2 bikes you can use during your stay, parked right out front. As we enter, we come to a desk, which includes a brochure about the resort's spa services, as well as information about in-room dining. The spa services and in-room dining are the 2 notable exceptions to the resort's all-inclusive policy. Both of those services are provided at an extra cost. There's a luggage rack and plenty of dresser space if you're a vacation unpacker. There's a large flat panel TV above the dresser. The sitting area has a queen sofa sleeper and a coffee table with a book about the Florida Bay, the shallow waters between the Florida mainland and the Keys. We had a king-size bed. There was a table on each side of the bed with a complimentary bottle of water on it. One side also had a phone and an alarm clock with device charging ports. There was a closet by the bed with hanging space, robes and slippers, 2 umbrellas, and another luggage rack. There is a Keurig coffee maker with a variety of K-cups to choose from. Under that is a safe, a microwave, and a mini fridge with a few complimentary drinks inside. Next to that is the bathroom area, separated from the rest of the bungalow by curtains, which can be pulled back to open up the space. The shower has a glass door. With both the rainfall shower head and a handheld attachment. There were body wash, shampoo, and conditioner pumps on a shelf in the shower. Here is the mirror and sink area. There are extra towels under the sink, and a hairdryer in the drawer under the sink. A sliding door separates that area from the toilet. There's also a full-length mirror as well as a bathroom scale, in case you want to weigh in on your all-inclusive vacation. The room has a back door that takes us to a private patio outside with the seating area. This was one of our favorite aspects of the bungalow. This patio also includes a soaking tub and an outdoor shower. It was nice to have a relaxing, private, outdoor area that we could retreat to at our bungalow.
After checking in and settling in, we went down to the water's edge for our dinner reservation. We ate at Sea Senor, an outdoor Mexican restaurant overlooking the bay. Here's a look at the menu. Our server brought out chips and salsa. We ordered some drinks. I got a margarita, as one does at Mexican restaurants. Jack got an amaretto sour. I ordered an appetizer for my meal. I got the Sea Senor nachos. These chips were covered in carne asada, cheese, jalapeno, pico de gallo, guacamole, etc. Jack ordered the catch of the day, which was mahi-mahi, which he ordered blackened with Spanish rice and seasonal vegetables. It was plated nicely, but we forgot to take a picture of Jack's dinner until it was half eaten. For dessert, we split a slice of churro cheesecake. It was cheesecake topped with cinnamon sugar swirl and caramel sauce. Our meals here were great. The seafood at this restaurant is fresh and the Mexican cuisine was delicious. While this resort is all-inclusive, tips for servers and other staff is not included, so they will bring you a check with prices zeroed out so you can charge a tip to your room. As the sun was going down, we walked back to our bungalow. Each night, the staff came in for turn-down service and they left a treat on our bedside tables. One night, it was chocolate biscotti cookies, and the next night, it was a box of white chocolates. In the morning, we slept in a bit, so we didn't have breakfast. We did eat breakfast in the restaurant the next morning, so we'll show you that in a bit. They had room service breakfast, but again, room service was not included in the all-inclusive cost, but here's a look at the menu to give you an idea of the prices. We spent most of the day by the pools here. First, here's the main pool. It's called the Sunset Pool. We are recording before anyone showed up to swim in the morning. This was actually the party pool. There was quite a crowd here in the afternoon, and there was party music playing. Drinks were being served by pool valets. We spent about an hour here in this pool. We never got in the jacuzzi here as it was always a bit crowded during the time of the day that we were there. We actually stayed parked most of the day at the other pool, the very relaxing Zen pool. There were other people here, but it was a smaller crowd and a calmer vibe with relaxing Zen music. The pools are open from sunrise to sunset, and the cabanas and lounge chairs at both pools are available on a first-come, first-served basis. We brought some books and lounged about and cooled off in the pool and relaxed in the jacuzzi. And we even ordered lunch out by the pool. We each ordered another Coco Tiki Thai since they were so good at check-in the day before. Then Jack ordered a sausage and pepperoni pizza for his lunch. I ordered some sliders and an order of truffle fries. The food here was really good, but we couldn't finish all of it. Later in the afternoon, I ordered one of their fresh fruit popsicles. This one was strawberry, and it was a nice cold dessert on a hot Florida day.
Next to the Zen pool is the Fitness Tiki Hut. They have numerous cardio machines and free weights. The resort also offers a daily yoga class, if you're interested in that. We also spent some time out at the beach where you can borrow kayaks, paddle boards, water trikes, and snorkel gear from the resort. Or, with plenty of lounge chairs in the area, you can just relax with a great view of the bay. The Zen Garden Spa is where you would go to enjoy some spa treatments, again, at an additional cost per treatment. That really isn't our jam, but we did check out the spa shop. In addition to spa-related products, the shop is also where you can pick up toiletries you may have forgotten. They also sell sunglasses and some beach clothes, and also a bit of Bungalows Key Largo branded merchandise. Before we go to dinner, we will mention that we didn't try the resort's fine dining restaurant called Bogey and Bacall's, or its bar, the Hemingway Bar. This restaurant is only included if you stay 4 or more nights. Since we stayed fewer nights than that, there would have been a fee of $300 per couple for us to have had dinner there. Instead, we ate dinner at the resort's seafood restaurant, Fishtails, which is included. We sat at an open window overlooking the bay. They brought us bread service to get started. Alice got a margarita again, and I tried a Largo lemonade, which was lemonade with vodka and blueberry syrup. It was pinker than I expected. For our first course, we each ordered a Caesar salad. For our second course, we ordered stuffed shrimp, which was shrimp stuffed with crab meat and mozzarella in a lemon butter sauce. For her entree, Alice ordered Land and Sea, featuring filet mignon and a shrimp skewer, which was Alice's favorite meal of our stay at Bungalows. It came with a side of Yukon potato puree. I ordered the catch of the day, which was swordfish. I got it blackened, and it was delicious. It came with herb coconut rice and a citrus sauce. There was a live musician playing out along the bay while we ate. The previous night, when we were at Sea Senor, there was a DJ playing while we ate. The pools close at dark, which is one complaint I do have about this place. I'm not saying they have to have pools open all night, but as much as we paid to stay here, pools should be open a bit later to facilitate evening swims, I would think. The musician continued playing her violin as guests enjoyed the evening at the tiki bar located out along the bay. And we made our way back to our bungalow.
We had breakfast at Fishtails, the same place we had dinner the night before. This was a breakfast buffet, though there were a few entrees you could order from the menu if you wanted. It was a pretty standard upscale breakfast buffet, several steps up from the free breakfasts at value hotels. It had all the types of food you would expect to see available. We had read reviews in advance that said the food at the bungalows wasn't very good, but everything we ate here was either good in the case of breakfast and our lunch at poolside, or it was great in the case of our dinners. We would have liked to try Bogey and Because, but it didn't make sense to pay extra when we already paid so much for our stay. So how much did we pay for our 2-night stay at Bungalows Key Largo? It was a bit over $1,200 a night plus taxes and tips to stay here. This is the most we have ever spent on any hotel stay. We saved up for months in advance because going into debt for travel is not fun. We only considered staying here as it was a splurge to celebrate our 20th anniversary. We've really had a great time, but the cost is generally hard to justify for us, and we would imagine for most others to pay. The least expensive time to stay here is actually the summer. Room rates dip down to about $900 a night most weeknights in July through October. Less visitors show up in these warmer months because of the heat and the potential for hurricanes. The busiest time for tourists in the Keys is December through May, when people are trying to escape the cold of their hometowns and get some time in the Florida sun. This is definitely one of my top favorite resorts. We absolutely do not regret our expensive stay at the bungalows, but we also cannot afford to go again anytime soon, maybe in another decade to celebrate our 30th anniversary. Click the links at the end of this video to see some of our other favorite island destinations. And be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you'll know when our future Florida Keys videos come out in the coming weeks. And we'll see you the next time we're traveling through.